Agenda West Side Beer.
Why'd you like that pick from 6 months ago? Welcome to the episode of Into the West Comics. My name is Frank. Sonny is here.
Oh,
hey, there, get situated. There he is. He's ready.
Yeah, honestly, the best jokes happen 2 minutes before we go live. Every single time.
As we're going live,
Every
somebody
single
has
time.
to say something that just it's in there.
What's up, guys?
The hot dog, corn dog, Paul is here.
No?
I don't think so.
There it is.
Oh my gosh, you sound so good.
Hello.
Your beard's coming back finally.
It is.
I'm excited.
What was that?
Uncle
let me live my
nephew
life.
Shane is here. He's trying to figure out which quarterback is starting this week.
I think we all know who's starting this week. It's going to be the same one. Why get the other ones killed? It's
All
gonna be
right. Over there in the lounge, we have, I don't know, I keep doing this with my hands. Over there in the lounge, we have the milkshake.
Milky.
Big A's over there.
Milky.
I don't think my. Oh, there it is. Hey, what's up?
And please welcome our very special guest. This guy's been a friend of the show for a while, been a friend of his. We've been friends for a while through radio for about 8-9 years, I think it is.
That's crazy.
He's been moving all over the country. He and his betrothed kind of traveled the world. They both left their jobs and moved all. They traveled all over the world. They did a show about it, the Coast to Coast, Coast to Coast.
Very cool.
That's so cool.
Please welcome our very special guest, Cameron Coates.
What is
And now we're going to
Hey,
give
what's going
the rest
on?
of
It's good to
his
be
life
here.
story.
Finally.
Finally,
I know,
bro.
right?
COVID interrupted the last one. We were talking about that. So that should tell you how long ago that was.
Glad that's over.
No COVID this time, baby. We've got you.
Good to have you.
Yes, thanks.
be here.
Yeah, thanks for taking some time. We know that you are a nerd like us. We're winding down as far as Ahsoka Mania goes. We're in like the second to last week of the show. We got our season finale next week, of course.
So weird.
It is. It's gone by kind of quick.
It's gone by
Kinda,
quick.
sorta.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe it's because the episodes are 30 minutes each.
Cam, what have your thoughts been about the show so far, and what did you think about this latest episode?
I am a massive fan of Ahsoka. And I will preface this by saying I did not watch any of Rebels at all
Oh, okay, there you go.
Alright.
before this. Yeah, I know. I watched some of Clone Wars. I was never huge on the animated series. I adore this show. This show, I think, might be my favorite Star Wars Disney show.
Boom.
I like this this show more than I liked the sequel movies. Now, granted, that is a bar of arguable height.
That's a bold statement.
Good, I was going to say.
That's a bold statement.
Good way to put that.
But I cannot remember. I was just watching this show. I have the same feeling sitting on my couch in my living room that I did at I don't know, in like middle school when I was watching Revenge of the Sith.
That's
It's that
really
same
cool.
like back to pure Star Wars magic for me. I don't know. It just checks all the boxes. I love Andor. I love Mando, but they're their own format. They're kind of their own styles. This to me is just pure Star Wars, and I love it. It's so much fun. I hate that it's going to end next week.
Oh, that's so strange, dude. It is.
That was refreshing to hear somebody actually like.
No,
truly,
yeah,
like,
like,
unequivocally just like something. It's kind of nice.
That was sweet.
It makes me not want to say the things I don't like.
Oh, here we go.
Well, that's why I'm here. You know?
No, yeah, I was gonna say because
I have all of my beliefs picked apart one by one on camera. No less.
I wouldn't. Cam, if there's someone I would not pick their beliefs apart, it's you.
Yeah,
you might be the only one.
He does that with the rest of us.
Yeah, you might be the
I was
only
gonna
one
say,
who
yeah,
pick
he
their
does that to
beliefs
everybody
apart.
else. I think, to be honest, I don't know. I don't want to like jump into it too hard. I feel like this last episode was probably my least favorite of the entry.
Okay.
It got really Disney Plus, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
It does.
I feel like we've had some really good Star Wars stretches from this. We've had the good lightsaber. I was gonna say Labor Day fights, lightsaber fights.
Labor Day fights are
Labor
good
Day
too.
fights?
I don't know what I was going with there.
Labor
But
Day fights.
it just couldn't come out. Anyway,
All right, the lightsaber fight.
but it got very strange. I thought seeing Ezra like run around like a weird like airbender
It was strange.
it was very weird. He kept just like pushing everything, which was just kind of annoying.
That's what they all listen. That's what they all do with that power. They just push people back like 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah, I
that's
guess.
that's the only problem I'm having. He only gave one good shove where one of the what are they called? What are those called? They're not Ninja Turtles.
Were like Nitos or something? Noties?
Where he actually knocked one out. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, but why didn't he grab the lightsaber and like we've been waiting? Do something cool. I don't know.
Why would they do the cool thing?
I don't know, man.
We're just saving that for the finale.
No, I get it, and I do get that part, but I think for a lot of it, there was a lot of less badassery.
I had one major problem with it that I will wait to
No,
get
go
to.
ahead and talk your stuff, man. What happened?
I think he's probably gonna say what I was gonna say.
When General Shakuka, what's it?
Syndulla?
Yep.
When General Syndulla was in front of the council,
When General Shaka Khan.
they went out of their way to show something very important.
Oh my gosh.
And you can tell that they went out of their way. The camera angle was a little bit high, if you know what I mean.
Actually, Ryan is in the chat. Fire Guy Ryan, he said there is a lack of General Syndulla.
Oh, yeah, Syndulla.
Shane, I think
I'm
that's
sorry.
what you meant to say, not Shakuka.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yep, that's right. A lack of General
so
Syndulla.
Very lack. It was lacking
Very lack.
in certain areas that they could have shown a whole lot more when she was facing the council. If you could, if you understand what I'm saying,
Dude. I get it, you know, but I'm talking
For the record, he did not say what I was gonna say.
I'm talking about like lightsaber battles and like
yes. That
people
too.
being stoic.
Yeah, that was cool.
And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, man, those leather pants weren't in the episode.
you never know with Shane. You might get like a thoughtful response, or you might get that. He's a wild card to be sure.
What did you guys think of the show? The episode.
Oh
rather.
man, I will say that scene though, from like a plot standpoint, was so annoying because they built it up and she's there basically for war crimes or treason or whatever, light treason.
Yeah.
And
She just kinda rolling her eyes.
It's literally, it's not, I guess it's not Deus Ex Machina. It would be Machina Ex Deus. It's a machine from a god.
Yeah,
Just,
there you
go.
and
There you go.
3PO walks in. It's just like, hey, I've solved everything instantly. It's
All
like,
right,
here's your floppy disk. You know, you're off the hook forever.
Yeah.
I know we're going to see that one slimy senator get like arrested at the end, like what's his face in Marvel, the one senator that was in on Hydra, and they haul him off at the end of Winter Soldier or whatever. But it's just that
was
scene
funny.
was just to show 3PO, and they didn't show anything else, as previously stated. So
I thought she was going to be in so much trouble, and then she's like, "All right, I'm going to go now." All right,
it's like you are going to jail forever. You're
Like,
being
here, pay your
stripped of
fine.
titles, your rank. We're gonna lock you up forever. Oh no, never mind.
You're all good. It was pretty chill.
I do like they got that out of the way at the beginning. They could have like put that in like minute pieces in between the episodes. They're like, let's not slow down the pacing. Let's just get this over with.
You're good. Be on your way there, General Flamuka.
Wow.
What?
General Shikupi.
Yeah, perfect. Austin, save us.
Yeah.
What did you think of the episode, and were you upset about the lack of General Shaduka not being in there?
Whenever that scene came up, I was thinking about Shane the whole time. I was like, oh gosh, we're gonna hear something about it for sure.
Thank you, Milkshake.
You got it. For me, I like the episode. It was kind of like a filler going into the season finale. The one part I liked was just Thrawn as the villain. He was kind of 3 steps ahead of everybody, just playing like chess instead of checkers. Like he was just, let's go shoot Ahsoka, but not kill her. Just go find
Bait her
Ezra.
out.
I do have actually a gripe about that though.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Surprising.
Do you?
No,
Surprising.
No, I'm done. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Are you?
Yeah,
Oh.
that was it.
Oh.
I like the episode. It was good.
Okay.
Good. What's your gripe, there, Paul?
Say it, Paul.
But they're saying like Thrawn is like, we distracted Ahsoka so we could load the things. But that contradicts what she said at the beginning of the episode when she got there. She's like, I'm not here for any of that. I'm here to find Sabine. And so she literally just found Sabine. And the thing that delayed Ahsoka was something Thrawn had no control over that he was even surprised about, which was Balin. So
I guess.
her
Thrawn does. Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Cam. No, you,
Thrawn definitely does feel like in this episode that he was totally just making it up as he was going along
See,
and just being like,
that's how I
yes, as
felt.
I planned all along. Nothing has gone according to plan. Everything is wrong. They've foiled us at every step. Yes, I have done
it. I knew that
That's
was
fair.
going
How
to.
about-
And we're going to find out that Thrawn has been working for the New Republic the whole time. It's been a plot to take down the witches, and everyone's going to live happily ever after.
He's
They're
like,
going to
"Oh,
play
Dark
the
Knight."
they're going to play that song from the end of episode 1.
Oh gosh.
They might.
How about the way that Ahsoka fell out of that plane?
So weird.
Wow.
Very,
That was
very
so
strange.
bad. I
See,
was
and that's exactly what I'm talking about. They got really Disney Plus, dude.
I don't know what I was like getting up out of my chair to like pause it and go to the bathroom as she fell. And
The
like I
CGI,
saw the way she
yeah.
fell as I hit play, and I was like, "Well, hold on." I
The-
ran it back
the-
before I left the room, and I was like,
The like
"What is
chase
that?"
scene,
She like bounced around.
Yeah.
the little Fast and the Furious chase scene that they did was like
With
kind
the
of
turtles. With the
Dude, it
turtles.
was like real like Boba Fett vibes. I was like, So I don't know. I give it an 8. The episode was cool.
Give it an 8.
There you go.
I mean,
No, I don't. I think if I was to score the episode out of all, this was definitely the weakest. I'd probably do like a 5.
4.
Yeah,
I'd
I
say
would've-
4.
would've-
Wow, you liked it that?
Wow.
I didn't even hate it.
on
It's
that
just-
scale.
I did.
All right.
Oh, well, there you go.
I did.
And it was more like weird bad dialogue again.
Yeah.
Like
What?
Austin, when they're, because I want to see what you
Yeah.
think. When she's standing there across from Balin and they're talking, and she's like, it seems like she's talking to a different person, or she's in a different
You're
like.
talking about the Ahsoka scene when they're fighting, but
Yeah, and,
talking.
and she's like, he's like, however, I can't allow you to stop my plan, which is fine. But then she's all, I don't have time for this. And he's like, I know. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, this is the
Smoke bomb.
weirdest, like, what is happening?
Smoke bomb.
And then they fight for like 2 seconds and she
Ninja
leaves.
Turtle.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then I guess this was something I was talking to someone about. The scene with Ezra where he's like, "This isn't looking good for you." I was like,
That's
what?
his catchphrase.
But apparently
man.
it's his
Yeah.
catchphrase. But that kind of, I mean, Cam is like the opposite of this. He kind of disproves of this, but it feels like, starts to feel like even more that the show is for people who loved Rebels, because I didn't know that was a thing he said in Rebels, or I didn't remember that was a thing he said in Rebels.
No, I had no idea.
And I was
Till
like,
just
yeah.
now.
I was like, why did he just say that? He didn't have to say anything.
I love it when a plan
I
comes
definitely
together.
get that. They're like those posed moments
Yeah,
that it's
there's a
very
few.
much
Exactly.
like,
That's a
I'm
great
not
way
going
to
to
put
get
it.
this because I didn't watch like 5 seasons of a television show.
Yeah.
So
And it's like stuff like that I don't even hate. Like, I'm not like, this is so bad. I'm just like, what? All right,
I
whatever.
could just see Paul watching that just every few minutes going,
time.
what?
Are you making notes?
No, I just text you guys every time I think
Mental-
of
Yeah,
That's my
it's
notes.
like-
Yeah,
Our,
literally.
his
Paragraphs.
notepad is our chat.
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
What
All
a
right.
Frank fan.
I'll stop
Shout
talking
out!
to
I
this,
loved
Sonny.
it. Shout out to the chat: Marcel, Silent
yeah.
Dreamer 702, Fire Guy Ryan, as mentioned.
loved it? Really?
Shakuka lover. Tanya. Thanks, Tanya. Behave yourself, Tanya. Carol's in there. Brendan. and Paul. Thanks, Paul, for being there in the chat.
Yep.
And I was gonna ask you guys too.
Ask.
We have one episode left.
So strange.
Do you think we're getting a second season of this show, or are they just gonna have this episode come out next week, and then we're waiting for a while to get any more of this Filoni-verse?
I'm just
Holy
saying,
Filoni!
we got another episode. Mando possibly could show up.
Well, I guess-
the Mandalorian could show up
No.
in the season
No.
finale.
The Mandalorian episode is the finale.
Is the
of
finale.
Ahsoka.
None of the other characters in the show.
It's just him and Grogu. No, I think possibly. I think we all kind of talked about this movie that's supposed to be coming out. So I mean,
Well, I guess that's the question, right?
Are
Will
they-
it be a show
or the movie?
Or a movie?
Well, they already confirmed the movie, I believe.
And it's
correct?
going to have inspiration of Heir to the
Yeah.
Empire, but it might not necessarily be called that.
well, so what do you think? Is it worth a second?
I think they've got enough to do a second season if they want to go that route, but we'll see. I mean, how do we know for sure that Ahsoka's going to make it out of the finale next week?
Ooh, is that where you're going?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, and then we're just going to get like Ezra and
The
his
Rebels.
Technicolor
Rebels.
dream coat, just like Ezra's like Jesus, and
No,
he'll
Moses.
be there all
Moses.
all bearded and
Ezra Christ, superstar.
Ezra and Shakuka.
I could see something happening where Ahsoka gets left in the other galaxy.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Like
Then we
she
gotta
she
definitely-
sacrifices herself not through
To get
just
them
death,
out of
but
the-
basically through just staying behind to probably, but not really because it's Disney, be stuck on in the other world.
So then season 2 is Ezra going back to go get her.
It's just going to be back and forth for actually an infinite amount of seasons until one of them shows up in Loki.
He gets there, then the professor shows up the next morning, and he says, "Ezra, Sabine, it's your
How
kids."
crazy would that be, though,
Yeah, take him back.
if they just kill Ahsoka in the finale and then episode 1 of Loki, she just pops up in what was it, Limbo or Tartarus or whatever that was.
Yeah,
TVA.
Yeah.
That would
That
be
would
pretty
be
good. I actually
great.
like
He
that.
said Tartarus.
The tartar sauce, Shakuka. The fire guy Ryan mentioned in the chat. Give me the Chopper spinoff, second season of Ahsoka. We could be
People love
focused on
Chopper.
Chopper, attorney at law. We could get him in the courtroom.
Yeah.
You know,
With,
he was worked up, man.
And make
He
a
wanted to
stallion.
take a shot at that politician.
Troy
but,
Law.
Where are you going
bro,
with that?
he was worked
dope.
up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chop chop, baby. Chopper gonna
That's
chop.
the one thing though. I've seen so many memes just through all the like geeky stuff I follow on Twitter or X, depending on how you feel about Elon.
X.
I call it
And
X
it
Twitter.
promised Chopper war crimes. I haven't seen one war
Not
crime
yet.
from him yet.
We still got one more episode.
He's conspiring.
Another 36-minute finale.
Hopefully it's an hour.
I know.
I hope it's an hour.
What?
I hope it's an hour.
Come on, man.
Well, the Rebels season finales are about an hour long, so
Yeah, but they're animated.
but you never know. Hopefully it's an hour.
I know.
I think there's a chance
What chance?
It's an
that we
hour.
get an hour.
An
Bro.
hour?
Bro, come
45,
on.
45 minutes if we're lucky.
If
An hour.
this
How
feels
long was
like
the first episode?
It was
Because
like
typically
50
the
it was
first
like
and
50
last mirror each
was
other.
Well,
like
they
50.
released the first two episodes together, so I think it was about 90 minutes.
No, let's
Yeah,
go
but
by
like
that
the
episode.
literal
Yeah,
time of the
yeah.
first
think
episode
it was
is
like
typically
50.
what the last
50?
the,
It was
the
like
finale
50,
is.
50 minutes, I think.
Yeah, 45, 50
this
minutes.
feels like the kind of
Yeah,
information that's
45?
probably been released already. Like, we could probably find this if we look for
Probably.
it. Like,
Look for it.
No.
Something that's going to be coming out this weekend. I know Sonny is a huge fan. Cam, I don't know if you watched this show at all or not, but it's out of the Boys universe that's on Prime. Gen V will be starting this weekend. It's supposed to be in the same timeline as what's going to be happening concurrently with season 4 of the Boys. Whatever's going to be taking place during this show. Have you watched The Boys, or are you interested at all in what they're going to be doing with this younger generation, I guess, of The
Yeah,
Boys?
I watched the first 2 seasons and I kind of fell off.
Fall back on.
Yeah, but as I said, I'm excited to see this one. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things from like the initial reviews. I think the Rotten Tomatoes stuff came out, and it's like all 100. But there's also like 25 reviews. But
No,
yeah, I'll
nonetheless.
give it a shot for sure.
Cool.
Mhm.
It's really good.
Is
It's
it doing
my
like a
favorite.
2-episode premiere like
you
the
watch it?
Prime
You already
stuff
wa-
does?
you're-
It's not out yet.
Well, You just said it's really good, so you confused
I'm
me.
talking about the boys.
He's talking about the boys.
Oh.
He's
I think.
season
I got
2,
you.
man.
I got. Yeah.
Come on.
You were confused
Yeah,
as I was,
yes.
Austin.
I
Well,
Did you already
That's
see
it.
the first 2 episodes of Gen V and not tell us?
Absolutely. I got guest passes.
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me I understood Sonny that because
Shakuka.
It's the liquid intelligence.
that's what gets me to understand.
Liquid
For anybody that doesn't know,
intelligence.
we
I need to
usually
be-
crack a couple, but
Shane has
Shane
an
has
Eiffel
3.
Tower of Trulies right
I
now.
only have 4 Trulies,
It's like the opening scene of
He got
Smokey and the
up before,
Bandit
like
too.
a second, like the intro timer was rolling,
ran.
and Shane goes, "I gotta go grab another one." But I thought like he was going to the bathroom. He was going to the bathroom. He goes, "No, I'm grabbing another Truly." He already had
You got to build the tower.
you can see it by his name. I don't know why. He didn't even
Austin,
move that.
are you a fan of The Boys? Do you watch the show? Do you like the show? Are you interested in this show at all?
Yeah, I'm excited for the Gen V. I've watched all the season of The Boys. It's very not. It's not PG-13. It's not for young
It's not.
children.
It's like
the faint of
PG-14.
heart.
Yes.
Yeah, not at all.
Your parents let you watch that, man?
There we go. Oh my goodness.
boy.
I'm disappointed, Lee.
He's watching right now.
He's
right?
in here
he's
right
in the
now, I
chat,
think.
yeah.
He's
Nice.
watching.
Shots fired.
He has no idea what we're
He just
talking
logged
about.
out.
Yeah, he just logged out.
Called out Lee.
Paul, what do you
Lee,
think?
I'm disappointed.
About Gen V, I'm actually really excited for it.
Yes.
I think it looks real cool. And I think to get like small spin-offs that are connected to the things that we love in a way that doesn't feel forced, I'm excited for that. Because if this sucks, who cares? But if it's great, it feels kind of like Andor to me. So it's like departed enough to where we can have stakes, but also not all
Medium
these
rare.
expectations of where the characters are going to go. So I'm really excited for it, actually.
They can kind of build out this universe. I mean, the way they've got the graphic novels and the Boys original series, I guess they could go like 6 seasons, I guess, with the content.
Yeah, there's a lot of
6 or 7.
There's a lot of content.
So I mean, if there's time for them to build this out a little bit, Prime could have, a lot of stuff they could be doing year round as far as that goes. They've got the animated series already with Invincible. Did they
Yes.
do a Boys animated something?
and it was
right?
pretty fun.
I never saw it.
It was
never
fun.
watched.
I never saw it. I missed
was
it.
a good
Yeah,
little
it
holdover
was
between
it was
seasons,
more funny than anything else.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like
I was
how they
watching
did
Gilmore
with-
Girls, I think.
It's kind of like what they did
I
with
missed it.
Visions. There's like different types of
Yes.
animation and stuff.
Well, the
it's really good.
one, I think the best one from that series is the one, because I think only there's like 8 episodes and 6 of them are not canon.
Yeah.
But there's an animated one about how Black Noir and Homelander met,
Mm-hmm.
and that one's really good.
Yeah,
That
it's
one's like
eye-opening.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you kind of see why Homelander kind of reveres Black Noir, at least in the beginning of the show, because of the things that happen during that
It's good.
during
Yeah,
that
that was
episode.
solid.
But those are really good. Yeah.
So earlier this week, we got news about the strike. The strike is seems to be there's a settlement with the writers. They're still sorting out all the details with actors. It seems like a lot of projects, as far as film and television, are still going to be on hold until we get probably past the first of the year.
Yeah.
They said how it's going to affect the release schedule. I mean, we're talking about our wheelhouse. Cam, the only Marvel film that is confirmed to come out next year is Captain America: Brave New World. They said that Deadpool 3 will probably be pushed back till 2025, and it's most likely that Thunderbolts is also going to be pushed back until 2025. But Kevin Feige and Mickey Mouse and the Plus said, "Don't worry, because we've got a lot of shows, in the tank that we can start to roll out." So, Sonny, you're going to get to see your Ironheart.
Yay!
And Echo's at the end of the year. I think you get the
man.
Agatha All Along, whatever the show's
I'm
called,
so
Agatha and the Witch
All right.
Party.
Oh my
of
god!
Harkness.
Yeah.
And
They changed the name of that 3 times.
X-Men 97 animated series.
That actually, I am excited for that.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
The What If, the X-Men,
yeah.
all those things. They'll be coming out towards the end of the year and into next year.
So do you think we're gonna get the same effect of they're just gonna flood the content and now we're just gonna
I
get
think
a whole
Marvel's
bunch of-
drinking their own Kool-Aid at this point. They're just like, we can throw anything out there and people are gonna eat it up. And I think
They can't think that, can they?
I mean, it's clear that they do. They're making an
I don't
Agatha
think any-
Harkness show.
What's that, Cam? Sorry.
Not as much anymore. And I mean, they're kind of already. I mean, there's been rumors and everything, and I know you guys have heard this about kind of Secret Wars just ending up being a total reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think they're just kind of running out the clock right now on a lot of this stuff, which is sad.
It is.
But-
sad.
Yeah, it's possible.
So
I
would you
mean,
say we're seeing the tail end of them having drunk their own Kool-Aid?
mhm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
Sure.
think that they're seeing
finished
the loss of I guess
Kool-Aid's out.
street cred, and it's not the Twitter is more negative than positive, and that's saying something.
Yeah, that's true.
It does mean something, but like
That's true.
Everybody's
Yeah,
more positive on DC right now than
Yeah.
Well, they're hopeful
they're hopeful.
because but I mean
Yeah.
the movies haven't been great either. So
I know.
And I
So
think
weird.
I think that's part of it because Marvel has watched DC screw it up at every turn,
Yes.
and now DC has gotten it together, and Feige is like, "Oh crap, we got to do something."
Yeah.
But do you think? Well, sorry, they're waiting with their cleaning. They're kind of cleansing the palate. If they wait on these shows and just like they can do whatever they want as far as a release schedule, it doesn't sound like Captain America: New World Order is interfering with anything else. Timeline wise, they're just giving you Echo all in one day for their release. It's not they're not worried about that crossing over into the Marvels or anything else. Remember, we still get the Marvels at the end of the year in November. Sonny can't wait for. Paul, what do you think?
For the Marvels,
Aquaman?
All of it. Aquaman.
Oh, yeah. Aquaman. Well, you said before the show, Sonny was like, can't wait for Aquaman. So
He
that's
can't
what-
wait for Aquaman either.
Those
But,
muscles.
Those
I
rippling
did not
muscles.
see that coming. But
He's hot, man.
calm down, Marcus is here. But I don't know. The thing I'm most excited for is the Captain America: New World Order with Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk. He's going to be. He was on set with torn like clothing and stuff.
Was it?
Yeah, there was pictures of him on set with Anthony Mackie in torn clothing.
Oh, wow.
I think that.
Are you sure
movie's
that
gonna
wasn't
be
just
cool.
another plane crash?
Dude, it's very
Oh,
possible with
boy.
old Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
That's like his
yeah.
thing.
You never know.
Yeah,
Oh my.
because apparently he thinks flying a plane at 80 years old is a good idea.
It's not.
It's so not, bro.
No, he should
Get
probably.
off of my plane.
He could
Listen,
afford.
if you crash a plane that many times and you keep living, just keep doing it. There's
That's a
no
good point.
evidence that you shouldn't be flying a plane because even should the worst happen, and it happens a lot, you'll be okay.
Oh God.
Doesn't he like
That's a
crash
really
in
good
like
point.
fields all the
That
time?
really is a good
It's always
point.
a golf course.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
you
yeah.
always land on some
Yeah.
golf course.
What
I
a
mean,
guy.
It's worst place
How
to
far
land.
does he
I
get?
guess.
before he
Greenskeepers
crashes.
hate this man.
They've got to,
How
right?
far does he get when he crashes these planes? Does he get?
It's not even Roca. He takes off on the golf
just
course
goes-
and then it just lands at like 10 feet. It's kind of like the Wright brothers.
He
Is this
bounces.
actually a thing that's happened?
Yeah, Harrison Ford has
He's
crashed.
crashed
his
like 3 or 4
airplane
planes.
like 3 times.
God, stop.
Okay, so I want to
You thought
look
we were
into the
kidding.
crystal ball here, Sonny.
Okay.
We're looking into the future. There's one Marvel film in 2024. Okay, and there's I don't know, a new Paw Patrol movie, and maybe we're getting another Fast X.
Yeah.
There's no
Fast
DC
X4.
film,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
There's maybe some other IP. I think maybe the Godzilla movie Dune comes out in March. You know, this could be the perfect time for them to just say, if they're the plus, they just say, we'll just put this content out. We'll get all of this stuff out of our system, kind of like what Cam was hitting on. When they get to Secret Wars, they just reset the MCU. That movie's going to be delayed too. It's not going to happen until like 2028, I think,
What?
at this
Yeah.
point, because everything's pushed back. So
Wasn't-
they've got to figure out their schedule again.
Wasn't Jeff Loveness writing it, who is the lead writer on Rick and Morty, I believe?
It's
He
Jeff,
wrote-
Jeff
he-
Haytness.
He
And-
wrote Kang, right?
And he wrote
Or not Kang, but he
Ant-Man.
wrote Ant-Man,
He wrote
Kang,
Ant-Man. A lot
Kang
of people
Blast.
are like, yeah, you're great for Rick and Morty, but probably not for Marvel. So, and I think he's off of Secret
Yeah.
Wars now, and that's another reason it's going to take a while for it to come out, which I think is good. His writing style did not fit. You could tell it was the Rick and Morty writer for Ant-Man too. There were some
No,
moments
yeah,
where I was like, it was this dude who wrote it. But let me ask you guys, now that the writer strike is going to be up and we're going to be getting updates of the DC stuff, what are you most excited to see updates about? Mangold, Swamp Thing, or Muschietti's Batman, or even James Gunn's Superman?
That's an interesting
That
question.
Batman looks, what I'm looking for is the Green Lantern. The Green Lantern
Oh, yeah, there you
stuff looks.
I think it's
really-
just called Lanterns. It's going to be on Max,
That,
right?
That's going to be great. I have a feeling. I can't wait to see that. I'm very interested in all of it.
What about you, Cam?
I want to see Swamp Thing. I just think it'll be different. So,
And with Mangold doing it, I think that's really cool.
yeah.
It could look pretty cool.
I'm not really too familiar with all the work, so
There's going to be the adaptation of Tom King's Supergirl. There's going to be Swamp Thing. That comic is stellar. There's the Superman, Batman. Booster Gold's going to have a TV show.
Oh, okay. Gold show. Yeah, that looks good.
Which
too.
would be a really cool way to bring Ted Kord into it, because the blue and gold stuff is. There was a Jurgens comic that came out.
What did he say?
Oh, Dan Jurgen.
Relax. Death of Superman writer, for those who don't know, he had a blue and gold comic come out about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, about
maybe a little bit longer, but that was really fun, and those two would be fun to see on screen together in a TV show. It could be like a buddy cop through time. And I'm just interested, and that would be something I would love to see James Gunn work on personally, because that's like Booster Gold is Star-Lord but time travel.
Yeah, I would say he would be perfect for that. It would give off the same like Suicide Squad vibes and
man.
Guardians of the Galaxy vibes.
So you guys over there in the Exclusivo Lounge, what do you think? What of these potential DC projects are you looking forward to the most?
Ooh, welcome Marcus. I like that.
Hi,
shirt.
Marcus.
Hi, Marcus.
Hi.
That
How's
shirt
it
is
going?
dope.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I can't hear me, so.
Yeah.
I would probably say that, honestly, all of the above, because James Gunn is good at picking those obscure characters that I like that haven't gotten love yet, really. So I think all the ones that were mentioned, Swamp Thing, Booster Gold, Ted Kord coming into the fold, all of those are really good. I would probably say, as of right now, I would probably have to say Swamp Thing the most, just because we already have Man Thing on the Marvel side right now. So it would be cool to see the counter to that with Swamp Thing being debuted and you know, finally getting some live action.
I thought you liked The Authority there, Marcus.
I do. The Authority as well. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like I can't really pick one, because all of the ones that have been solicited in Gunn's timeline are all incredible and have the potential of being incredible.
Are all these animated, by the way?
No, most of them are not.
Because
I want more Peacemaker.
The Creature Commandos series is animated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is animated. in the show.
Yeah, because I mean, like Batman 2. I mean, you know, Matt Reeves is Batman.
That's going to be dope.
I mean, that
Rumors
comes,
of Clayface.
Yeah, I mean, even like that one, even though that's
Technically not connected. So.
it's technically not connected.
It's part of it.
I'm considering it part of it, and I'm excited for
Same.
it. And then the
Paradise
Authority.
Lost.
Yeah,
That's Ryan's
So
favorite.
the Themyscira.
That's gonna be
Oh, mascara. Yeah, that'll be cool. But yeah, I mean, oh my goodness, like the Authority. Oh. And then Lanterns is cool. Is a cool idea, because I, as a Green Lantern fan, I find myself being more of a fan of the Corps in general,
Than one in particular.
more than just in a particular Lantern, you know, specifically, because that's a hard question, because usually I end up picking Sinestro, who's not technically a Green Lantern anymore, but he has the power. He is good enough to not only wield green, but he also wields fear, and he wields the White Lantern ultimately, if you guys are familiar with the comics. So he's like, hey, don't worry, I'll do it. You know why? Because I can.
He's a badass.
I love Sinestro. So hopefully we'll see Mark Strong reprise that role, maybe.
Yeah, he was the best part of that Green Lantern.
Right. He was good. I enjoyed him. So I'm excited for the DC stuff. I am.
I would like Antonio Banderas to be
Oh my
Sinestro.
gosh.
Oh my
That'd be
gosh.
great.
my
Or Morgan
goodness.
Freeman.
Wouldn't he be good Sinestro? Kind of looks like him, right?
Ryan says
There's some
that,
good fan art.
kind of on topical with the new True Detective trailer. He said that they're saying, what's happening?
You're topical.
They're saying that Lanterns is your mic, Frank. They're saying that Lanterns is heavily influenced by True Detective, which that new Jodie Foster season looks pretty good. And Austin, you didn't say which one was your most
For
look
me,
forward to.
I feel like Superman Legacy, because I felt like kind of in our generation, Paul, we haven't really had like a true Superman movie. We had Man of Steel, we had Superman Returns. When I was a kid, I thought that was cool, but it wasn't
Same.
amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm just excited to see what James Gunn does. Jane Gunn, what he does.
James Guns.
So I'm excited for that movie, and it's like the first movie of the new DC.
Yes. The only thing that comes out before it is Creature Commandos, and that's animated.
Hopefully Steve I. Levinson will get in on that, right?
Steve I. Levinson. Yep. They call back to Sonny. That's right.
It took a minute.
You started remembering.
Good. Points. Points.
I forgot about that.
Points.
That was fun.
Marcus.
You know, Cam, I know that you're a huge James Bond guy. And
Yes.
I know that you like Henry Cavill as well. And, you know, his role in The Witcher. I don't know if you're like a fan of The Witcher at all, but I know that you've seen him in Superman and, you know, in the couple of different roles that he's been able to play Superman. Earlier today, we got the first look at Argyle. It's like a spy movie starring a bunch of different people that it's going to be coming out, I think, in February.
Yeah.
It comes out. We're going to check out the first official trailer for Argyle. This is the surprise trailer that I had for you guys.
Matthew Vaughn of Kingsman.
Oh, nice.
Kingsman and First Class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Dope. Okay.
So we're gonna check this trailer out. This is Eggsy. Yeah. What is it? Taron
I guess it's
Egerton.
Eggsy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if he's in it.
And Mark Strong saying Eggsy. Remember your training.
Whoa.
I'm already in.
I certainly hope you dance
Dua Lipa?
as well as you dress.
Yes, that is.
She's making me do a
There's
Lipa.
only one way to find out.
Hey!
Why does he look like that?
Why does Cav look like that? Stop it.
You and I, we're not so
Get it,
different.
boy. Get it.
Agent Argyle.
Little help. Hold on.
What?
The book
That's
is
pretty
phenomenal,
funny.
sweetie,
That's
but
actually pretty funny.
what happens next?
It's called a cliffhanger, Mother. Kelly, it's called a cop-out.
Home Alone, Mom?
Whoa! Hey! There's a cat in there! Oh my god, you're Ellie freaking Conway.
Sam Aqua?
Argyle series, Ellie Conway! I am such a fan!
Oh, yeah? What is it you do?
Espionage.
Would you
Sign my book. Here we go. I love this book! Come on.
Who are these people?
Real life spies.
Why would they care about me?
Because you're a goddamn fortune teller, Ellie. What you wrote in your new book actually happened, and you kicked a hornet's nest you didn't even know existed.
I'm in some really big trouble, Mom.
Hilarious.
Oh, so now you're experimenting with drugs.
I want all assets on them now.
I need her to write the next chapter. God, I hate that cat.
It's time for you to meet the real
He was already in the trailer.
Agent
Oh, was it?
Argyle.
We just
God.
didn't
Oh my
see
God.
the hairstyle yet.
My God.
Dua Lipa's fine.
That looks like a good time.
That looks like a good time.
That looks
wow.
like a good time.
That looks fun.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah,
That was a good surprise.
Let's move on from Shane.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yes, we know.
It's-
She's
it's-
in it.
It's going to be that over the top humor, over the top action, just a good time. I like that. I like that kind of
I
style.
agree too.
Yeah,
It looks
and
It'll be fun.
Henry Cavill's in it, and he's one of those actors, kind of like with Keanu Reeves, where I just want to root for him, and I want him
Yeah,
to
that's
make.
fair.
I want him to make as much money as he possibly can. You know, try to get at least some that Samuel L. Jackson's making, because he's in everything, and he always has a weird hairstyle in every.
He's basically the same guy with a different
Right,
hairstyle.
right. Like I'm still reeling over the Jackie Brown hairstyle. That little
Oh, come
skinny,
on,
that
man.
little
Yeah,
dope,
great.
everything he had going. I was like, what the?
He's got it right here in his Raptor bag.
Yeah, it's just like ridiculous. Yeah, and then what was it? Unbreakable. That one.
yeah.
That one's pretty bad.
Yeah, I was like,
not
I'm like,
My,
why are you
my
doing
favorite
that?
hairstyle or his actor
Your favorite
character is him in Django.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is
That's your favorite Samuel Jackson character.
That and the scientist that he plays in Deep Blue Sea, epic movie.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
After his speech and he gets
Wonder he's
chomped.
a horrible person.
Cam, what did you think of the trailer?
Minus
Are you
tools.
coming into town when we go see it? What's going
Hey, when is it? When is it coming in?
on? February 2nd, beginning of February, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. It's a good time to go out there because I'll be sick of the upstate winter by then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that seems perfect. But I just want to say it looks good. I'm excited for it.
But
spy movie with Henry Cavill is always good. If you saw Man from U.N.C.L.E., that's one of my favorites.
it's great.
I like that movie too. Yeah.
But I am worried by one red flag, we'll call it.
Uh-oh.
And that's that we've brought back from the twisted mind of
yeah. I don't know.
that's just that's so stupid to me. Like I don't like Kingsman was like goofy, but I wouldn't call it like twisted.
Yeah.
The first one was really good.
That's a very small aesthetic detail that just annoys me personally when I see that. Other than that, the movie looks great, and they got everyone for it. So
apparently, yeah, everyone.
It kind of just reminds me of like Bullet Train too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think it looks. To me, it looks better than Bullet Train.
Absolutely.
With the kind of coinciding storylines from the book and like what is actually happening.
No. I'm just saying, kind of vibes. Okay,
fair.
I got hit the confessional when we saw Bullet Train. They didn't have popcorn. I was really upset. It was that theater.
I like Sam Rockwell.
Spies, Train, and like stories.
Sam Rockwell looks like he's great, but I'm telling you,
oh no, here we go.
Bryce Dallas Howard is one of the greatest actors in the history of cinema. I won't tell you why. I'll just let
we
you
already know
why.
Well, here you go. I feel the same way about
because of the
Lipa,
Shaduka.
so I'm right there with you.
Dua Lipa.
Yeah, she's.
Listen,
Dua
Lipa
don't think Dua Lipa is a great actor?
No. This is generational. This is generational differences right here.
Take a drink. She couldn't hold Bryce Dallas Howard's jockstrap.
That's just.
Just
sip some water.
Austin, what did you think of the trailer?
In here, and you're gonna say something different.
No, I like Dua Lipa. Whatever. She's cool.
I'll do that, Lipa.
Go ahead.
Hey,
go ahead, Austin.
All right,
we're listening.
You gotta fight through it, man. You gotta fight through it.
I'm just waiting.
No, don't. You gotta fight.
It's like double Dutch.
You just gotta wait.
You're not saying a thing important. Go ahead.
If you wait, Paul will talk all night.
This is true.
Yes, I will.
This is true.
I thought it was fun. I loved the first Kingsman movie. It was really cool.
Yes.
Kind of like what Cameron said. I don't know why they said the twisted mind. I don't think it was twisted, the movies. But yeah, I'm just excited for a spy movie, kind of like what Marcus was saying. I really like Henry Cavill in every movie he's in. So I'm excited. And John Cena looks funny. So we'll see.
What about Bryce Dallas Howard there, Milkshake?
Yeah, she's fine.
It looks great. It honestly does look great. But Frank, I'm trying to hop back on the
Kingsman movies.
You're gonna hop on it.
Do you like both of them?
I can't even do it. I can't even do it.
Three of them.
So
It's three of them in a spinoff, right?
It's a good one. It'll be good to see that kind of, well, it's not really that world, but that.
Tanya said it gives Puss in Boots vibes.
Wasn't that movie?
But it's not just like a spy movie. It looks like it's like some sort of mystery as well.
Yeah,
Right.
Like
they were teasing some sort of big twist.
It's gonna be Brad Pitt for sure.
That's like a more serious version of Clue.
I had the same reaction as Cam.
What do you say, Marcus?
They already did that in what was that movie? It was like an Amazon movie. It had Sandra Bullock in it, where he just pops in.
Oh, I don't know. I know what you're talking about. It wasn't a very good movie.
Channing Tatum was in it too.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe was in it. Harry Potter.
I watched that with Kirsten, and it was just like he was just in there for no reason whatsoever. So
she's a writer, and she gets kidnapped or something like that.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of vaguely along the same plot line now that I think about it.
Oh my gosh.
What the trailer looks like.
Sunny.
There it is.
Yeah.
See, I was right.
But I mean, we're still gonna watch it.
I'm absolutely 100% down.
I was right.
Watch it. I'm buying it.
We know why you're buying it.
We're gonna fly Cam out.
We're gonna fly Cam out to come watch it with us.
Frank, before it gets breezed under the rug, you had a cool, interesting weekend.
Yeah, I was up there in Portland.
You went to the con.
I went to Rose City Comic Con this past weekend. I saw the variant.
Jonathan's doing good.
He's doing good. He still has long hair. He didn't cut his hair.
I appreciate that.
No, he's looking good. We had a good time. We met some droids. Ryan is here in the chat. I think still we met Chopper, which was great. R2D2 and some other droids.
Cute.
Got to see a lot of our favorite writers and artists. It was a great time, and it was like some of the cosplay was nuts.
Really?
So I'm trying to think of my favorite one. They saw a really good Hellboy one.
Ooh.
that was like a kid dressed as Hellboy.
That's cool.
And then I saw one where a girl, she was probably like 10, 11 years old. She was dressed like Otto's sister in Spriteverse. She looked like with the tentacles and everything else, and her dad like made the costume, whatever like that. It was like it was pretty crazy. But
I don't
yeah,
recall seeing any pictures from this.
I got pictures on our Instagram. I posted some pictures of some of the stuff.
It's true, he did.
Of the cosplays?
I didn't want to.
I don't know if
I meant
took
pictures for
cosplay.
just me. Oh no, you sent me a picture of Jonathan.
I sent you a picture of the kid. Yeah.
I put my baby.
My baby. But yeah, man. I mean, I got to talk to a lot of creators.
What was your favorite day out of the couple that you went to?
Probably Saturday. We got to sit on a panel where they talked about Jack Kirby, and Bendis was on the panel, and it was pretty crazy. They're just breaking down all the books that they think about what Jack Kirby was doing back then in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
He was writing like 5 books a month, and these books are like iconic titles, like all time as far as like Marvel history and like pop culture history.
Right.
Like writing these books, and he's working on all these books at the same
All at
time.
once.
And it was like an hour-ish just talking about, they did like slideshows talking about the history of it. And then Stan Sakai, Usagi Yojimbo. Next year is going to be his 40th year, Marcus, of doing the book. And
we'll talk about him a little later.
Bro, it was really cool. We sat on those 2 panels that day and just had a great time. You know, it was fun. It was fun to hang out with the variant. You know, he was like nerding out about everything. He saw plenty of. I don't know anything about anime. Everybody knows I don't know anything about anime. But he was like pointing out the people in cosplay. So many people in cosplay. We've got to go next year.
Yeah,
we got to go. But you know, we got to figure out some day that we're going to be dressed at cosplay. Of the 3 days,
we have to dress up.
We should dress up. Yeah,
let's be like Ninja Turtles or something.
I got a pretty solid Batman mask. Like,
but you know,
no one cares.
But yeah, it was a great time.
No one cares about
Frank,
that.
what you were saying about
doing
Jack
that.
Kirby, that's why he's like, to me, like when someone asks me who's my favorite comic book artist, that is why he's a permanent number 1 for me. So when someone asks me what is my favorite artist, I have to say, well, my second favorite artist is, and go
right.
because Kirby is he's permanent. He's in that seat, untouchable. I don't care about anyone else, Marvel, any DC. It doesn't matter. He's just, his work is so inspiring and is also so influential on other artists as well that came right after him. Even Gene Colan and Walter Simonson and all those. Nice. You could see all of Kirby's influence in those.
All the influence, for sure.
All of that. And, you know, there's been times when I'll look at early Daredevil covers and think it's Kirby, but it's actually Gene Colan, just because it's just all the dynamic posing and the way they draw anatomy and, you know, it's just amazing. And you can feel, and that's one of the things that I think is the biggest difference between comics then and comics now. Not saying that it's not there anymore, but I feel more passion from older stuff. Like I feel I feel the hard work and the love coming out of the page. Whereas today, I don't know if it's because of the digital, you know, advancements.
It might have a little something to do.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, it just, I don't feel it now. It just feels like, oh, look at this. I am so cool. I can do this, and I make it, and it looks great. But I don't feel the love. I don't feel the
hard work and the old stuff.
Yeah. Kind of like with music, you know, the analog stuff versus the digital stuff.
Yeah, you can tell the
musicians
differences.
versus programming, that kind of thing. You know.
Yeah, Brendan mentioned in the chat about Bendis is reuniting with Alex Maleev. He's worked. They've collaborated a few times, but they're doing a really cool kind of like a teen detective series from Dark Horse that comes out sometime next year. They didn't have anything solicited at the con. I was looking for something to grab as far as that. The series is going to be called Masterpiece.
Okay,
and I think it starts next February.
I was going to ask, did you pick up anything interesting?
I got some stuff. I brought you guys stuff. I didn't bring it with me, but I got you stuff.
You didn't bring it then.
I got you stuff. I got Shane some pins. I got Marcus some stuff. I got Sonny some stuff. I still forgot Sonny's gift from Kansas City in July. I still have it. I still got to bring it. I'll put all this stuff in the car tonight. I don't know.
I mean,
but
you don't see him every week.
thought is worth
it's not like I see you guys every Thursday
Just keep
for 4
bringing
hours.
the Trulies. That's all we care about.
Just, bring drinks.
Bring drinks.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a great time, and I definitely want to go back. Variant's in to go next year, and he says we got to bring all the guys up here next year. Next year we have to go, you know, in force. Made some good connections. Talked to a lot of people. It was a great time.
Just run up in there wearing matching T-shirts and weird color shorts or something.
Let's do it. I got weird color
Matching
shorts.
socks. I know you do.
And Shane has to wear. Well, Tanya doesn't want you to wear pants, so you can wear shorts.
Absolutely not. I will not wear. Tanya, I'm telling you now, I will not wear pants.
Wow.
Just for you, baby.
I just got yelled at for wearing small shorts.
He's gonna wear some Charlotte Hornet basketball shorts.
Yo, don't front like you don't come up in here and them thighs be out.
Those
Thighs be out, man.
Yeah, he'd be wearing the booty shorts.
Hoochie daddy shorts.
No hate to player.
Cam, New York
real,
Comic Con is going up in your neck of the woods in just a couple of weeks. It's probably the second largest of the Comic Cons in our whole medium that we deal with. Is there any chance you're going to be able to go down there for a day and check it out? I mean, it's 4 days, bro.
4 days.
In a perfect world, yes. Given my
Call in sick. We won't tell anyone.
Q4 schedule, unfortunately not, because I did check the dates. But,
Did you ask Kirsten?
Yeah, as I do hope to get down there, obviously, to check it out because it seems awesome. But no, not this year, unfortunately.
It's kind of like our wish list for next year in October to go to New York Comic Con. I've never been to New York Comic Con. I've been to San Diego Con, but if we go, you got to come with us.
That's absolutely.
True. You got to.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll put that
insane
for.
I'll start looking for some weird colored shorts now.
Yay!
Make sure they're little too.
That's perfect.
Short, little.
The shorter, the better.
Interesting color.
Like 3-inch inseam, or what are we talking here?
October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 is safe. I think.
Oh, you're talking about the dates.
right,
I was
yeah.
talking about the inches of the.
We might have
The
to.
shorts,
just
the
'cause
shorts.
I hear that
It got to be like
a
a school, and the girls had to wear the safety shorts underneath.
Yes.
Yeah,
Those are the.
I make
boxers-
Shane wear those.
Our boxers have to hang underneath the shorts. Okay.
I make Shane wear compression
Wearing
shorts
boxers?
under his shorts, just in case. Sorry, we went into a different realm. Speaking of Comic Con, we're always bringing it back to the comics.
We try.
We try. I think we were trying like 15 minutes ago, but we're always bringing it back. We always bring it back to the comics.
Dallas Howard, man.
Let's get into some new comic book stuff. Cam, we're going to try to pitch you on making a trip to your LCS this week. Who would like to kick off, Paul or Marcus?
Cop or drop.
I don't
first.
have my stuff out yet, so you guys start.
The idea between Copper Drop is one of these guys has to sell you on if the comic's good in like seconds though.
Will you buy it?
Yeah.
Will you buy it?
A real
Would
quick
you cop
little
it?
recap.
Would you drop it? That's the
Elevator
thing.
pitch. Let's go.
So we'll have Cam pick his favorite and his most likely to cop and his least likely to cop at the end.
Correct.
Got it.
Cop it.
Was that cool?
Got it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
All right. Well, you have your stuff out now, so you can't yell at me.
That's
Now
what I
I'm
was
going
doing.
first.
I literally was buying time for
Thanks,
Frank.
everyone.
I was buying
Okay.
time for Frank.
Okay, real quick. Tom King is back with the Penguin.
Yes, he is.
Number 2. This is narrated by all the people that he's hiring to work for him. Who may or may not be assassins. I like the idea that Tom King took a risk and he didn't expand on any of the plot points from the first issue. This is a really cool story so far. There's only 2 issues in, but I like it from the perspective. It's all narrated by the people he's hiring to work for him.
Very cool.
It's cool. A cool story.
Good job.
Void Rivals. If you haven't heard about the Energon universe, now you're going to. They are starting to build.
Nice.
They're starting to build the Energon universe involving Transformers, G.I. Joe, and this whole other sci-fi world that's tied into it. We got Jetfire, a Transformer, in the first issue, and we're kind of waiting in the cut for the last 2 issues to see another Transformer, and we got another one in this one, so you make sure you check it out. It's only going to expand from here. I'm doing the opposite of what these guys are going to do because they're going to go like 15 minutes. I'm going 38 seconds.
Rapid fire.
The Gotham War, Red Hood, and the Gotham War, the one shot. This has probably been the most interesting of the forward parts so far. It's crossing over into Batman and Catwoman, and this is a cool little one shot talking about Red Hood and his involvement and the fracturing family that we have, the Bat family that's going on right now.
A big role in that Gotham War,
bro.
He's big role in that.
This is pretty good. It's Rosenberg.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yeah.
Love Rosenberg.
Sick cover.
Yeah.
I know Cam loves Rosenberg too. And then Jed McKay, The Avengers, number 5. We're seeing them. More of the same is going on in this city, this war that's going on in this city that they've been transported to. The Avengers are divided. Can they come back together and work as a team? Heavy on the Scarlet Witch, she's here on the cover, as well as Iron Man in this story. The Avengers story so far, Jed McKay has been doing a killer job. All right,
cover looks amazing.
Give me that. Give me that. Can I see that one?
That was amazing. Everybody.
All right, my turn. All right,
Paul, what
ready?
you got?
Go. All right, I got the newest issue of Action Comics from our friend Philip Kennedy Johnson with art from Rafa Sandoval.
Amazing.
Knight's Terrors just ended, so we're back to our regular scheduled program. This issue is the beginning of a brand new arc, so if you want to jump into it, you can. It's basically Superman is investigating the Blue Earthers, who are a labeled terrorist group, and he's trying to understand more about them. And at the end, after he has an interview with the lead girl from the Blue Earthers, he may or may not be attacked by someone with very similar abilities. And it will seemingly connect with the other universe, World's Finest, at some point in early 2024. So that's really exciting. Philip Kennedy Johnson's always killing it, and the Steve Beach covers are incredible.
Yeah, those are great.
And then, again, along with Night Terror's ending, Titans and Cyborg and things like that are starting back up. This is issue 3 of Titans by Tom Taylor and Nicola Scott. This book is really, really cool. It fits in with Nightwing and Cyborg perfectly. And it's basically the new Justice League, because they don't have a Justice League comic right now, and Titans is the Justice League.
Nice.
And it is Garth, and he is involved with the Brothers of Blood or whatever. And the Church of Eternity, and it's great artwork. It's a really interesting story. There's a couple of things going on with Flash's death, and he went back in time so they could solve it before he died.
Nice.
This issue is very, very good and continues the incredible work of Tom Taylor. And then lastly, we have issue 6 of Guardians of the Galaxy, written by Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing, with art from, I don't know the gentleman's first name. Last name is Linz. This is the first first issue he's done the art on for this. This was actually my favorite issue of the run so far. Basically, Groot is a weapon of mass destruction, and he's destroying all the planets within the fold.
Ooh.
And they are having to find out. The Guardians are basically saying, well, we either got to kill Groot or try to save our friend. And at the end of this, they try to save him, and it may or may not go so well. And I actually had the pleasure of talking to Jackson Lansing a little bit on X, and he said they're writing the grand finale for the arc right now, and he's super excited for everybody to read it. This is really, really good. It's like a love letter to the characters, and I think everyone who loves Marvel Comics or even the Guardians book or movies should read this from issue 1 to 6. Not too hard to track down,
Right.
Especially and Titans as well. Only issue 3, so get on top of those.
Boom.
Good stuff.
But wait, Cam, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Marcus, what do you got over there?
All right. So, well, since you already kind of primed it a little bit there, Frank, speaking of Stan Sakai, his first issue of his latest miniseries, 5-issue miniseries, is out this week. Usagi Yojimbo
Ice and Snow.
and Ice and Snow, part 1 of 5. Came out. He's back with Dark Horse.
Nice.
And in the back of the actually of this issue, it talks about how it's been 40 years, and he's been everywhere from Mirage to Fantagraphics to IDW, Dark Horse, IDW, back and forth. Now he's back to Dark Horse, and he kind of acknowledges his continuity, so to speak, by saying that yes, everything is still in continuity. I'm still writing in continuity, even though my comic has jumped around between different publishers. But it starts off, they're in the winter. It's Yukichi, his cousin, and him. They're out. They're journeying in the snow, in the cold. They take refuge in a unknown spinster's home. And there's a trail of bandits that are kind of following them. They're into battle. They finally rest, and then they wake up in the middle of the night, and they find that the spinster lady, she's turned into a demon, getting ready to attack Yukichi as she's still asleep, or as he's still asleep. So it's interesting. It's kind of setting up for a new villain. It sounds like. So yeah. I mean, I can't get enough of these. I highly recommend them. However you find them, single issue, trade paperback, the hardcovers. Usagi Yojimbo is a fun, easy read for all ages. it's very good. So
Sick.
I definitely who can beat Stan Sakai's artwork? And
It looks really good.
I mean, he's one of the ones that I would say you can feel the love in his artwork.
Oh,
you
yeah.
really can. And
Baby,
so
man.
I can't speak enough of him. And then I also brought issue 6 of Miracle Man. That came out this week, and it's following young Miracle Man, Dickie Dauntless, and it's very good. He actually collapses, and he actually you find out that it's really a origin tale, if you will, because now he's starting to remember his origin as an orphan boy who then ends up getting kidnapped by Garganza, the doctor, and you know, all the things that the Miracle Men, the Miracle family were enduring that we have learned from the previous arcs of Alan Moore and Neil Gaiman's previous arcs as well, that you know, it was all part of a manufactured reality while they were in stasis and all that. So it's really good. It's really deep. It gets into his, you know, him being abused as an orphan and all that kind of stuff. So very deep read, very good. And basically he's starting to kind of come into his own. And now he's ready to go back and confront Michael Moran, Miracle Man, about what he's found out about his own past. So it was, you know, basically a few issues back, he ran off and wanted to find himself essentially. And apparently he's found himself at the end of this issue. Very good. Stunning artwork by Mark Buckingham. I think there was a big delay on it because Mark Buckingham, he's been getting real busy. And I think he's supposed to be at New York Comic-Con actually. Nice. But you know, his work with Fables, with DC Comics, Miracle Man, I mean, he's all over the place. Very good.
Marcus, did you hear about the Fables thing? The guy who writes Fables is making Fables a general, like, open domain.
Yeah, public domain.
Public domain, so anybody can make movies because he's sick and tired of the way the DC heads have been handling his stuff.
Wow.
So they still own the books, but his rights as far as the movies, he's saying anybody can make it because he still has those rights.
Wow.
Yeah, basically what's
That's
happening.
dope.
Yeah, from what I understand, you know, due to the revolving door at DC
Yes,
and at the
exactly.
corporate level,
Yeah.
a lot of the previous deals that he's had have been, you know, gradually being ignored to the point where they don't ask or solicit his feedback at all about
That
anything.
sucks.
And they just assume they own all of it and don't
Right,
actually
and
check the contract he signed with
Not do anything
Exactly.
with it.
It's such a revolving door.
Sucks.
So it's gotten to the point now where the people who he probably originally had the sit down and had the contracts with, they're no longer there, and no one's bothering to kind of follow up with what actually entitlements he has, you know. So in terms of, you know, whether it be creative rights, property rights, you know, royalties, what have you. So he's saying screw it, all right, I'm gonna make it public domain, fight me, because he doesn't really have, I'm assuming he doesn't have the financial backing to really go up against this big, you know, DC, the big behemoth. So he's saying, okay, this is a way I'm going to do it then. This is my way of challenging the authority.
That's a cool way to go about it.
Is it Bill Whittingham? Is that his name?
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
All right, I know we got a lot. Is there any that stuck out?
Cam?
Yeah. As I say, I got one per person because I thought that was the rules of Copper Drop.
there you
So
go.
There you go.
For Frank, I'm going with Red Hood.
Yeah.
That looks really dope. I still don't know what the heck you were talking about with Void Rivals. I may check that out just to try and figure out
When the
what
first
you
trade
were
paperback
saying.
comes out, I'll mail it to you.
Okay, all right. Okay, for Paul, I mean, I can't go against PKJ.
Yeah,
I can't.
It's the rules.
But the one you described the best, and I would give it honorable mention, the Guardians, because you really you sold
same.
me on that one.
That was mine.
So
It looks
that looks
amazing,
awesome.
too.
And then for Marcus, really sold me on the art for Usagi. So I think that'd be fun just to go through, just to look at, honestly. So there you go.
You got some.
Nice.
Now you got some stuff to look
Yep,
at.
you've been copped or dropped.
That was good.
You've been copped and dropped.
Is that how we're gonna do it?
All three of Paul's for me. I gotta
I didn't
say,
ask you. I'm asking him, man. He made the list.
Avengers for Frank and Miracle Man for Marcus.
Thank you. I appreciate
Austin, what do you think?
To be honest, I wasn't really. Wait,
He was like, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared for
wasn't
this. Just
Just saying.
Just keep it going.
Austin said, "Y'all were talking."
Yeah, what?
He's probably thinking about
Red
his,
Sox shirt he's got on.
his next trip, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to San Francisco.
No, I am. I'm going to Arizona in 2 weeks, so I'm prepping.
The boy's graduating.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
He's graduating college again. Well, his master's.
Master's degree.
Red
yeah.
Sox.
Right
on.
For the,
Right. He's graduating in Red Sox.
Yeah, I'm graduating.
Be finishing under 500 in the AL East.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, congratulations!
Thank you.
Way to pull the rug out from under.
No.
But congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right. So,
Juan said something and no one knew what it was, and it just
anywho, Cam, any plans this weekend to watch? Why do I keep doing this? Cam, any plans this weekend to watch The Creator? John David Washington.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clear some time.
The budget for this film was $80 million.
Oh,
the
damn,
camera
that's
they
pretty low.
used to film the movie
5Gs.
was 5Gs. Dude,
Wow.
the movie looks incredible.
The movie looks crazy, except
I'm
for
excited.
the like whatever footage.
Apparently, it's still in the movie too.
Damn.
Like the actual footage of the Beirut explosion where people died.
They
and
used
they just,
it?
And
Yeah,
they just
they
dressed
use
it up
it
with
in
CGI.
trailer, but they just updated
And then it's in the movie?
Quad's
Yeah.
shrugging like it's okay to have like just videos of people dying in the movie.
Goodness, really?
And aluminum
They won't see
nitrate
it.
factory. So it's literally a big building of dynamite, like a fertilizer bomb, a giant fertilizer bomb.
That's wild,
Went
man.
off.
You
That's
should-
crazy.
It's
dark.
crazy, yeah.
They won't see it.
But anyways, I am excited for
I'm
that.
just excited to have John David Washington back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was the last movie he did, was that Tenet?
No, he did something else. It was like a
Black Klansman? Was that?
No,
The last good
No,
movie.
It was something
Tenet's
where
been-
it was like
Oh no, he was in Amsterdam.
Yeah, he was in
some
Amsterdam.
sort of spy thing.
That's right. He was in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It flopped because I remember
The movie where Travis Kelce's
Oh, yeah.
girlfriend gets run over.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm clipping that and putting it
How come that?
everywhere.
And they got bad reviews too.
Yeah,
I remember I got horrible reviews.
It was like
of
full
Amsterdam.
of people. They're like, this
Yeah.
guy's in
That's
it.
David
This
O.
guy's
Russell,
in
right?
it.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's a real piece of work too. So
Oh, cool.
yeah.
That's great.
That's cute.
Shane, are you okay?
Anyway, I liked Tenet, and I liked him in that. So,
I liked him
you know,
Tenet was
Oh,
great.
oh,
Let's be
yeah.
careful over there, Marcus.
Oh, Amsterdam. It is called Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I start talking about
Tenet was
Tenet.
great.
as soon as-
Tenet is
Tenet's
Marcus's
my
favorite movie.
Tenet's one of the best movies ever.
Yeah,
Austin's in danger.
Honestly, Tenet's great.
Yeah.
it is.
Austin's got a little Vita swag.
Listen, that's the closest we've gotten to a Chris Nolan Bond film, though it may happen from
Yeah,
what I've been
it's
hearing.
saying
So.
he's
It's still open.
almost. Well, it's saying he's all but confirmed for the next two James Bond movies.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah,
wild.
and they're
Oh,
saying that they
wow.
might be like in the
Period.
50s and 60s
Yeah.
again, which would be actually kind of a cool direction to go.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be cool.
I unironically kind of like what our guy Philip Kennedy Johnson was doing with the 007 comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't-
It's another country.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, right.
Shocking.
Surprising.
Cavill as Bond would be money. Yeah, I would love to see him as Bond.
Yeah.
I would.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
That would be
Yeah.
money.
He's Australian.
What?
No, he's
What?
British.
No, he's
Okay,
British,
what?
dude.
What?
All right, jeez, I didn't know.
But why go Australian? That's the most like
people are Australian.
Yeah, there's Australian people, but come on, man. I'm just saying,
Like
there
British,
are
but
an
a prisoner.
Australian Superman, bro.
There's a lot of Australian actors out there that
out of town,
do
fam.
a lot of British accents.
What did he say?
What did he say?
It just felt very random.
He's Australian? You son of a... Everybody like loses their mind.
My name's 007.
Um,
I'm 007.
no, there was the second Bond, the one that replaced Connery for that one movie.
George Lazenby.
He was an
George Lazenby,
Aussie.
yeah.
He was Australian.
All right.
Yeah.
That's no one remembers that.
What happened to him?
That was actually one of my favorite Bonds.
It can happen that they replace.
Cam's got your back, bro.
Thank you, Cam.
That was actually one of my favorite Bond movies, actually. Because
Oh, yeah, that's one of the
He gets
best.
married, and it was great. You know, it ends tragic, but you see kind of it kind of goes fitting with the continuity of why he's such a like jaded person.
Oh yeah.
You
Well,
know?
also
So
it's
it
like
fits.
they mirror imaged that movie for No Time to Die, which I think was
yes.
very cool.
And that's
Right,
exactly what I was thinking. Yep.
Yeah.
Who would you like to see as a Bond? I mean, an Australian, I'm assuming, but
Ben Mendelsohn.
you have
Irwin.
This is a controversial take.
please.
Because every time I tell
Margot
people
Robbie?
this, they're like, "Really?"
What did he say?
Reggae Jean Page.
Who?
Who?
Regé-Jean Page. He was in Dungeons and Dragons and Bridgerton are like the only two big things that he was in.
Okay.
All right.
The guy who's
I
like
think he would be an awesome Bond.
Wait, isn't that
the guy who's the cool like warrior dude who's in it for like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
would be good. Yeah, I actually agree.
he,
Yeah,
he has the
voice got high.
charisma to do it. I think if they want to do like a quippy, like funny Bond, like a Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan type Bond, I think he would be an awesome choice.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it would be an interesting take to do like Antonio and Banderas or something.
Oh my
you know,
God.
like just to like switch it
Is he
up.
Australian?
Yeah, just like switch it up. You know, like
Antonio Banderas is Australian.
Good day.
What did he say?
Why?
Shane, who is your favorite? Who's your favorite candidate, or who's? Yep. What am I doing? Who do you like for James
favorite
Bond?
Australian.
Or otherwise?
I'll go with Cavill's good. Cavill, I think Cavill would be really good.
Brendan
I
says
know
in
he
the
did
chat,
Mission
Mr.
Impossible.
Bean, the guy who plays Mr. Bean, will play Bond.
He's a little. I don't know. He's a little old for that.
Austin, what do you think?
Aren't they saying Aaron Taylor Johnson?
I like
Oh,
that. And I
yeah,
know
that'd
you
be
do
cool.
too.
Yeah, I do.
The guy that
too.
played Quicksilver?
Oh, really?
That's what they're saying.
And he
may-
played. Who did he play in Bullet Train?
Bullet Train.
He's
Nectarine.
Mushroom in that movie, yeah.
Yeah. So they're
Tangerine.
saying
Tangerine.
he may be the next Bond.
That's
Have you seen
cute.
Bullet Train, Marcus?
I have not.
I think you
good.
should. It'll turn you around on
It's
Aaron
good.
Taylor Johnson.
He's good.
He's
Okay.
great in that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good.
He'll turn you around
I
on
was gonna
trains.
say because I don't think I can picture him without the silver hair or white hair.
Yeah.
I can't picture him.
He's good
Yeah.
in that.
Interesting.
What if they did like a Tyler Perry James Bond?
What did he say?
Tyler Perry or Tyler Perry as
I mean,
Medea?
He was Alex
as
Cross, which
James
is like
Bond.
the American James Bond, kind of.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's right.
Yeah, but
Maybe he could be
you're
the-
the one that suggested him.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Maybe he could be Felix Leiter or someone.
Oh, there you go.
like the guy who's going to be the Watcher in the Marvel movies or whatever.
I like him.
Well, I forget his name.
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey
Jeffrey
Wright.
Wright. I like him.
Yeah, he's the one who played Gordon in the
Yes.
Matt
Yeah.
Reeves
Yeah,
Batman.
yeah. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Can I turn this around real quick? Because I
Please
want to
do.
hear everyone's thoughts
Please
on
help
this.
us.
If you got a Bond villain, who should play the next Bond villain?
Ooh.
Oh man.
Gosh.
I mean, my flinch reaction is Javier Bardem, but he's already been a Bond villain.
And was
So-
one of the best?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Yep.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
pretty
in
good.
James Bond,
I-
but What If Batman?
I think that there's two that I would love to see.
Antonio Banderas?
And that is
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, I think, would be a great, like, unhinged Bond villain. Just let him just
Could be
run
interesting.
rampant with it and just have him just be a total psychopath.
Deadpool.
I think would be very fun. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty much Deadpool at that point, against Bond. I think that could be fun. But also, and I forget her name, but she's in Ted Lasso. She's the owner of the team.
Hannah Waddingham.
Hannah Waddingham Smith would be, I think she'd be an awesome Bond villain.
I like that.
Either her or Bryce Dallas Howard. I think.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Anyway.
Go back to that.
Christ.
But I like Hannah Waddingham a lot as well. I think that's a great choice. She's very tall, very could be scary at times, even though she wasn't she was kind of scary on Ted Lasso when she
So-
wanted to be.
When women yell at me, I mean,
to flip it on you though, who is your favorite James Bond villain?
Favorite Bond villain.
Mhm.
Are you looking at a list?
Oh, boy.
I'm looking at a list to make sure I know everybody's in here. Okay.
I think I have mine.
I think I can give you my favorite is actually Javier Bardem as Silva.
Yeah,
He's not only just a great stereotypical Bond villain, but he's just so creepy and he leans into it way more than anyone. And technically he's one of the few Bond villains that actually win. He achieves everything on his to-do list by the end of the film. I think the most underrated, and this is actually, I think I could just say this is the most underrated film, is Quantum of Solace. And Matthew Amalric, I think is his last name. Just that one scene at the end where he just loses his absolute mind and he has the axe and he's just shrieking. And then he's swinging at Bond, he buries it in his own foot and he just yells and just pulls it back out and just keeps going. I think that's an underrated performance. So I don't know. It feels weird to choose both from the Craig era.
That's okay. That's your
but
list.
who's your favorite Bond villain?
Casino Royale is my favorite James Bond movie.
What's his name? Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen. is
Yeah.
my
Okay.
favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Rami,
Mads is good.
Throne.
Rami Malek was
Skyfall?
Yeah, Skyfall. Rami Malek, I thought was good.
Rami Malek
No,
was No Time to
No
Die.
Time to Die.
That's
Oh,
No Time to Die.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I like that movie a lot. I didn't love him a lot in it.
He wasn't in it that much either.
Yeah.
He wasn't in it a lot.
Yeah.
But he looks insane though.
He does.
Yeah, he does look
Like, he
super
does
creepy.
look crazy.
He looks insane, just in general.
He looks
Rami
insane
Malek
in
is
Oppenheimer.
officially the Hollywood
Yeah.
king of showing up for like 5 minutes and
Yeah.
then cashing a check.
Dude,
That's
Because
great.
in No Time to Die, he did that. He did that in Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and give him the crown on that.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
The
I may be,
over-under on whether Remy Malik shows up in a movie.
His eyes are very Frank-like. Rami Malek.
What?
I may be dating myself, but mine would probably have to be Christopher Lee. Paul, you probably know him as Count
yeah,
Dooku.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee, man with the golden gun.
Saruman.
He's the only
Yeah.
good thing about that movie.
Yes. that
Everything
is
else
good.
about that
And then
movie
that's
is
Roger Moore, too,
horrible.
who's also my favorite Bond. So that works.
My favorite Bond villain is Sean Bean, and it's not close. I totally forgot about those movies.
Yeah.
Mr. Bean?
Oh.
Yeah, Mr. Bean. That
You
movie
expect me to talk?
He's a jaded ex-agent. He was like 006,
Bond.
I think.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
Sean
he was
Bean
really
is my
good.
favorite.
He was
it
really
was the
good.
Lord of the Rings thing that reminded me of it.
Yeah.
Austin, what you?
I love Skyfall, so Javier Bardem is probably
There
my
you go.
Nice.
That's probably like my favorite. Like I can watch that anytime.
Skyfall.
It's just
What's
great.
your favorite Bond? What's your favorite Bond theme?
Like the intro?
Oh, bro, the ones that you mean the one that just
Skyfall, bro.
bro, Skyfall slaps.
Yeah,
Skyfall's
great.
But I get. I mean, we're old, right? And you know,
Yes.
Marcus is kind of
It's Paul
old too,
McCartney.
I'm
right?
old.
It's got to be View to a Kill, bro.
Yes.
Yes.
Duran
Yes.
Duran,
That is mine.
That
100%
slaps,
that
bro.
is mine. That is
Christopher
that's a banger.
Walken, Max Zorin.
Yeah, listen.
Get on my level.
Duran Duran
I'm over here talking
just
about Grace
melted
Jones,
out. What's
Mayday.
more 1983 than that?
Bro,
I think nobody does it better. Carly Simon.
that's good. Yeah,
Or For Your Eyes Only, Sheena Easton as well. Was a really
that's
good
it.
movie.
You don't like Tina Turner's Goldeneye?
Oh, that's up there. That's top
GoldenEye is
five.
pretty good.
That's a good one.
That's
All right.
and a dope game.
That is one of the best games ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that game is
Oh
great.
yeah.
That's
Isn't
one of the
Live
best
and Let
games
Die a Bond theme?
Yeah.
Yeah, Live and Let Die.
Paul McCartney.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Nice,
That's a good way. That's a good job. Yeah.
Did
man.
Billie Eilish do one of the newer ones?
Yeah, she
The last
should.
one, right?
So that's why I
Yeah.
didn't.
She did
They're all pretty
Bad
good,
Guy.
actually. I mean,
Yeah,
That would have been better.
I don't know. The Alicia Keys one kind of threw me a little bit. She sounded kind of like out of tune in that one.
There's an Alicia
Well,
Keys.
that's just Jack White. You're just
She did
describing
one of
Jack
them.
White.
yeah. And Jack White.
Jack
so
White.
Jack White did one too. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did with Alicia Keys.
It sounded very like, I don't know. It didn't sound good. It was like something was
Not
off.
good.
Like not
Yeah.
either she was pitchy or the piano playing. Something was just not right. I don't
Actually-
know.
Skyfall.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I got to change mine because I thought of it. It's "You Know My Name" by Chris Cornell from Casino,
Oh,
and plus
yeah.
that
Fire.
intro
Yeah,
sequence where it's like the
fire.
casino
Yeah.
theme, and he's like throwing like this, like the card
Yeah.
faces at people. That's an amazing sequence.
Yeah.
That's the best opening, and that's all there is.
that's fair.
That is fair. That's fair.
I like it.
Damn.
This is-
That we went on a
Man, that was good. That was good, bro.
Listen, if y'all ever want to do a Bond specific episode, hit me up. Special edition.
We
Tempt
might
us.
be doing that soon. Stay
Run
tuned.
it
We'll have you
back.
involved for sure.
That was
Cam,
cute.
I just want to say I appreciate you, buddy, and thank you for taking the time to hang out with us. It means a lot. You're a good man.
Yes,
we
you
know
are.
that it's like it's late over there. I know it's late. I know you're sleepy.
Clip that for sure.
It was Quantum of Solace.
you
She did the Quantum of Solace.
She did Quantum of Solace, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was her and Jack White together.
Yeah, her and Jack White. Yeah.
Marcus, what do you got for the people?
A couple things. First of all, shout out to everyone who sent me love via DM and comments on the video that we did for
Yes.
the comic book store tour.
Super
That was
cool.
very touching.
Very nice.
I appreciated that. It was a lot of fun to do. Shout out to our boy Dre who made it. Who met me
Yeah,
at the
shout
comic
out to
book
Dre.
store, and we put it together. I was able to walk him through, and he had a lot of material to work from. Shout out to Ralph at Alternate Reality Comics. For,
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was so ecstatic, and that really touched me. And stay tuned. We're gonna have more. I know I gotta coordinate with another comic book store that I also shop at. I want to do another one. But some of the guys also, Paul,
yes,
we got a lot to do theirs as well. So yeah, stay tuned for more of those. A lot of fun. And finally, I think the new Transformers #1 is coming out next week. I think
it's next week or the week after.
Right.
Yeah.
So just kind of piggybacking on the whole Void Rivals, and they're trying to put that G.I. Joe Transformers combined universe together over there at Image. So Image Skybound. So
Joshua Williamson's gonna be writing the Duke or G.I. Joe series. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. So thanks to everyone who showed me love. I appreciate that. And stay tuned for more.
Yeah.
Austin, what's going on?
Some sad news. The actor that played Albus Dumbledore passed away.
That was mine. Damn it.
Sorry, I took it from you. Sorry.
Damn it.
But it's really sad.
depressing.
He was a really good actor, and
he was.
I grew up watching those movies, so it was just kind of like, man, that sucks. And then Loki comes out next week. Season 2 comes out next week.
Yeah, we're trying to juggle things around for next week.
Yeah, and the finale for Ahsoka's next week. So hopefully it finishes with a bang. So yeah.
Good looking.
Hey, the guy that played Albus Dumbledore passed away just recently.
Oh my gosh, I just heard that recently.
I grew up watching the
Second
movie as well.
Dumbledore to die, actually.
Yeah, that does.
Jude Law better watch out.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Damn, bro. Wow. Damn, bro.
They're dropping like flies. with
Damn,
Dumbledore.
dog.
That was kind of savage, Paul. That was kind of.
All right. Well, see you next week. Don't say Dumble Dead.
Dumble Dead is the door now.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
What?
Don't say it.
I didn't.
Shane, do you have anything for the people?
Thank you, everybody, for participating in this. I had a really good time tonight. Don't be offended by my Tennessee Titans hat. We're going to get it together at some point during the season.
Get after.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cam, did you want to share anything with us?
Anything that you have going? Where can people meet you or find you or follow you? All that.
Yeah,
good stuff.
can hit me up on all socials at Camco Radio, CAMCORADIO. Or, if you really get into the nitty gritty of radio, you can just read Radio Inc. But I'm excited for the Ahsoka finale. We'll see if she gets left on the planet.
All right. Boom.
Let's hope she gets left on the planet. That'd be hilarious.
She's just gonna be standing there like,
Your arms folded.
I should get back.
Smug in her finery. Arms folded.
Speaking of Sakuka, speaking of the socials there, Paul, how do they find us in the social world between worlds?
You find us at the social worlds between worlds.
You got it.
I knew the minute he said that, I was like, I'm going to struggle here. At Into the West Comics on Instagram,
Snorted a little
at
bit.
Into_comics on Twitter, at Into the West Comics on TikTok. Shout out Dre, who kind of gave us a template for a little better reels. We've been trying to do that. And we've been posting stuff on Twitter and talking with comic creators. And also, like Marcus said, you can check out that video of him giving the tour of Alternate Reality Comics on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. You can check it out on TikTok. The sound got copyrighted for some reason on TikTok, so you won't be able to hear it.
It's Marcus's voice.
But you can check it out on TikTok. I might try to re-upload it, see if maybe it doesn't get copyrighted this time, because sometimes stuff like that happens. But
See what's up.
and yeah, just like Marcus was saying, keep an eye out. I talked to the guys at one of the Maximum Comics locations, Brandon and Patrick. They're super cool. We're going to go through there, Dre and I, and shoot a video there. That's a very kind of a little more modern than the Alternate Reality Comics. They both are incredible places and give completely different vibes and options for people who are looking for LCSs. And then Marcus has a couple other stores that he'll go to. Frank has the one he goes to. And we're going to start doing that on a pretty regular basis. But yeah, look out for stuff like that.
Frank has a crap hole he goes
Again,
to.
Cam is like...
we'll see where Frank goes.
Again, Cam, appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to finally get to do this. Love the show. I know I don't get to watch live as much anymore due to deadlines, but I love the podcast. And
Thank you.
yeah, it's phenomenal to finally be on. So I love what y'all do every week.
Thanks,
Oh,
bro.
thank you so much.
Frank told me Cam was going to be on, and I was like, finally, let's
can't-
go.
Yeah.
Somebody cool actually likes it. I can't believe it.
Well, I messaged them
He
last
likes
week.
us. I don't know.
I said,
Not me?
Cam, you're on deck, man. Next week, baby.
That's sick.
Get ready. And he said, yee.
Come back soon. We'll do a James Bond video with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know I'll be back in April for the National Association of Broadcasters conference,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I will make it an extended trip, and
let's go eat
I think
tacos,
it ends
man.
on a Wednesday, and I'll hang around for a few days.
Book it.
Please
Boom.
do.
Done
Cool,
deal.
man.
We might be going back to the shorter live
That'd be
show and
great.
pre-recorded stuff, so we could even do like run it backs on Bond with Cam later.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah, that's definitely an
talk.
option for us to do.
So we are wrapping up the whole Ahsoka Mania-thon. Ahsoka Mania,
Ahsoka-thon.
run through that next week. Going to be the finale, obviously.
Ahsoka-thon.
Austin had mentioned that we're going to be talking
Yes,
about
Marcus.
Loki's second season going to be premiering next week. It actually premieres the same time that we'll be on next week at 6 o'clock. We're going to
have it
try.
on.
We're going to try to juggle that a little bit. And you know what better juggler there is in Las Vegas than Las Vegas' own Barney from Simpsons Comics. He's going to be joining us
Yes.
live in studio next week.
Nice.
To create havoc.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. We'll be
it.
going over the finale of Ahsoka and much more. We'll be talking about that upcoming Front Row Card Show. Maybe we'll be talking about some comic event going on in the next few months. But we're excited about that, to have him back. Cam, again, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We really do
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Cam.
It's Creator time in America. We're going to go watch Creator and John David Washington, and hopefully Marcus doesn't shake everybody.
He will.
I'm going to
He
do
will.
the
He can't help himself.
school photo again.
But guys, have a great evening. Thank you.
That's literally
Cam.
my school photo.
We love you, buddy. Thank you.
Love you, man.
And we'll talk to you soon. Boom.
Bye.
That's great.
Did I look that strange?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Damn,
did. You
man.
did.
That's why.
Very weird.
That's why I texted you.
Very weird.
Damn.
You did.
Extremely weird.
I'm a happy guy now, guys.
That's good.
He's
One
one
and 2 days off.
Here's his front.
He's a nut.
Microdosing is great.
Wow.